Alright guys, today we're doing an apartment tour in Seoul, South Korea.
And we made apartment tours many years ago when we were living here as teachers, but now we're traveling, so we wanted to show you guys what kind of apartment you can expect to get through Airbnb if you decide to travel in Seoul. And we're going to warn you, these apartments here in Seoul are pretty compact.
Oh yeah.
Hello, hello, come on in. Alright, so first things first, we've got this little area down here where you absolutely must take your shoes off. So look down. Shoes are never worn inside Korean apartments.
Never
It's like
ever.
a big no-no. So you just take them off. And then the first thing you'll find here is...
Wearing your shoes would be like the biggest faux pas ever.
Yeah.
In Korea, honestly guys.
So right here you have a little shoe closet. You can store your shoes here if you have lots of stuff for summer and winter. And there's also a little place where you can keep your umbrellas in case it's rainy. And we've been getting a lot of rain lately, so.
And something that's fascinating about apartments in South Korea, especially in Seoul where space is so limited, is they make use of every inch of space in the apartment. Nothing is wasted.
And you're going to notice that in the kitchen. All right, so this is our kitchen area. We only have 2 cooking ranges, but the truth is we don't cook very much, so that's plenty for us. We also have a little toaster oven, and of course we've got a microwave,
Yes.
a kettle,
And noodle cups.
noodle cups,
We are good at cooking noodle cups.
and we also have a rice maker, but we don't really make rice.
Oh, and
so.
show us our favorite snack. It's right over there.
Yeah, so we got seaweed chips.
Oh man, those are the best,
Spicy
guys.
seaweed chips.
They taste so good, and I'm kind of on a bit of a diet right now, so they hardly have any calories.
Okay, so continuing in the kitchen, we also have a washer, which is really, really nice. So we can do our laundry inside the apartment. That's
Space
super convenient.
efficiency.
Yes. And we don't have a dryer, but we do have a drying rack, which I'm hiding right here, just slides in and out.
Yeah.
So whenever we do laundry, we basically have to open it up here and just let everything dry.
Yeah, you can dry it right in the room, or you can also dry it in a balcony. Some Korean apartments do have
But
that.
we don't have a balcony.
All right.
So next up we'll show you, oh, we didn't show you the fridge. Come
Yeah,
here.
the fridge is so cool, guys. Look at this.
Yeah. So this looks like it's just a wall
I know.
or maybe storage, but it's actually a fridge. So it's looking a little bare at the moment, just water.
Yeah, we're in need of getting a jar of kimchi. Like we're craving that so bad. But for now, we just have like water, cucumber, vitamins.
Yeah.
Pretty bare bones.
And the fridge actually continues. There's more to it.
So
Or this is the freezer.
I think this is the
actually.
freezer section, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we don't have anything in there right now. But maybe we could get, you know what we could put in there?
Ice cream?
Ice cream is something,
cream.
but we could also get the frozen mandu.
Okay.
And we could
can
cook
do
that up, yeah.
So those are dumplings.
We can either pan fry it or boil them in water.
Okay, so now we'll show you the closet. So we are sharing this space between the two of us. We're also storing our luggage in here.
Yeah, we've got our bag and then...
Yeah, so I get 2 shelves.
Oh, nice.
Sam gets
It's
1.
normally not this neat, is it?
I know, I tidied up for the video. That's why.
Oh, secret.
Yeah, and I mean, we
Big
also
secret.
have a few drawers for like socks and undies, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So then, this is pretty cool. This is our couch, but it also turns into a bed. So technically, you could fit 4 people in this apartment. Like on the Airbnb website, it actually lists 2 to 4. So
Yeah.
it would be a little bit cramped for 4, but you could make it happen.
So how does it fold out basically? Show us that.
Oh, it's a little complicated.
That's okay.
You have to pull this out and move the table, but it's basically the size of a double bed.
So it's almost kind of like a futon, except it doesn't
Yeah.
have the futon rest.
Yeah.
And then this here is the bed, which is nice and which is a really cool bed.
It's actually really firm.
Yeah.
Koreans like really solid.
You know what? Koreans do it the right way. That is how I like my bed as well. Nice and firm. I hate soft beds. Hate them.
Okay. And then we have a little desk area.
Yeah.
This is where Sam works and
This
does
is
video
where I
editing.
edit the videos.
Yeah.
And social media and blog posts and blah 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 blah
And
blah.
then we also have some additional storage over here, just some shelves and stuff.
Yeah, I like how the apartment's decorated here. It has kind of a cool tree and the bird, and then you have the different Chinese characters over here.
Yeah.
which are, you know, I think they're called hanja in Korea, if I remember correctly.
Yep, and we've also got a fan. We have some AC because
Yes.
it's super hot in here.
Essential to have this.
Yes.
If we didn't have this, we would have already melted.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of are already, but that's August in Korea, guys. Really hot.
And lastly, we're going to show you the bathroom. Save the best for last. This is really different.
Yeah, this is so different from, well, especially anything in North America.
Yeah.
You probably haven't seen a bathroom this small.
So basically, this is a wet bathroom. So first things first, the floor is actually lower in here because everything gets wet. So when you come in, you have to put on these little slippers.
Your flippity flops.
So yeah, and I will take this to show you.
Yeah, check this out, guys.
Basically, our shower is attached to the sink.
Yeah, right up here. And so when you're showering, the water's just kind of going everywhere. You're getting the sink wet, the toilet's getting wet.
Everywhere.
Even like your toiletry kit, like your toothbrushes and deodorant, it gets a little bit wet. You can see that. I just had a shower. You can see how wet the toothpaste is.
So we would not recommend bringing in your towel or your clean clothes.
Keep the towel
Nothing should
here
come in
and
here.
close the door, seriously.
Yeah.
Otherwise it gets totally soaked.
Yeah. And then we have a little bit of storage space here for your shampoo, body wash, things like that. You can hang up your towel in the rack. We have another rack here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. So yeah, that's what a typical studio apartment in Seoul looks like. You can see that it's actually not that big in terms of like surface area, but every inch is used in a very functional manner. And even things, I think the coolest thing is that even like this fridge, it just looks like like an extension of the apartment. You would never guess, oh, that looks like a fridge. It looks more like a drawer. You just open it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So yeah, that is our Korean apartment. We hope you enjoyed the tour. We're gonna be staying here for about a month before we continue traveling around the country.
And you're cutting off my head. Oh, there we
So
go.
tall! But yeah, we'd be curious to know what's the smallest apartment you've ever stayed in and where was that located?
Yeah, and you know what, for us, can we give it away what it is for us?
Hong Kong.
It was Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Hong Kong by far.
I think it was like a quarter the size of this room.
Seriously.
You could only fit 2 beds.
We could barely walk in, and the bathroom, if you thought that was a small bathroom, oh man, our bathroom in Hong Kong was tiny, guys. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, definitely let us know what was the smallest apartment you've ever stayed in. Okay, until next time.
Bye.
Ciao.